Yep, indeed, it is Black Blizzard music. Okay, now it's no delay. That's cool. That's cool. That is cool. Whoa, yes. Okay, that's a good start. Okay, nice. I know the ads are playing on Twitch right now. Sorry, but I'm late on YouTube. Really late now. And I see this as an unlucky Saturday. Who knew? I got Mario Kart World ad. I'm gonna crash out. You are allowed to crash out because I would crash out too. Bruh! I would crash out over a Mario Kart World ad. I would, honestly. Anyways. Is anybody not in ads? I'll explain what I'm going to do here, okay? So I will explain what I'm going to do here. Hello, Retrying on YouTube. Yes, you're here. Welcome. You're first on YouTube. We don't count bot Rex, but you're first on YouTube. Hooray. Anyways. I am very jealous of another user. I am very jealous. That's typical me though. I am very jealous right now. But what can I do? I'm not good at this type of stuff from the beginning, so it's not a surprise, right? Anyways, hello. Hello YouTube. Hello Twitch. Even though we were here half an hour ago, but I restarted the internet due to the Twitch side says it has a 6-second delay. It could be and a little bit more. I think it goes up to like maybe 8 or maybe 10. One has 11 seconds, but now it's 2 to 3 seconds. So that should be okay on YouTube. I don't know how delay is YouTube. I set it to low latency. I hope it's not too bad. So yeah, it's not a 3-big live stream. This is a Akinator live stream. Now, why am I doing an Akinator live stream instead of like a video? First of all, real reactions. You don't see it. I mean, live streams are difficult to be discovered because they tend to get like regular videos out first and then maybe live streams, right? But it's a good way to store VODs, and then I might turn it into an actual video sometime later. Who knows? Anyways, the Twitch adpocalypse is over. So I'll explain the rules on the Akinator. On Akinator, I will be explaining the rules sometime later. Is strong statement. Yes, sometime later. That could take up to 10 years. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is I go on Akinator in incognito mode. This bit is important because I have to be in incognito mode. And then essentially, what I'm going to do, there will be ads. Oh yeah, there's gotta be ads. I hope the ads aren't gonna be too much of a big deal though, because I don't have ad blockers on. Should I use ad blockers? Should I let ad blockers run through in private window? I'm using Microsoft Edge, just why they're called in private. It's actually incognito. Let's see. This you block origin. God damn it. I mean, it works on the Akinator website, so here we go. Allow in private. Now, does it work in private? Let me F5. If it shows up, then it doesn't work. Yes, it's fine. All right. So, this is what I'm going to be doing. Let me do this. I go in the Akinator website. I go into the Akinator website in incognito mode / in private in Microsoft Edge. Every time Akinator guesses a cookie, Doesn't matter how long it takes. I will. Do I need like a text for this? Do I need a text to keep track of how many times Akinator doesn't guess? I guess I'm gonna do it. Text counter for Aki. I'm just gonna call it that. I'm not gonna make the source visible just yet. Unlike another streamer on Twitch that I watch regularly, who would just go ahead, guess is correct. Doesn't guess in 80 in max, and then that should be it. I don't think I need to fix that much, so I'm going to go with 64 size. I think that should be good, and I'll move it down here. I'm not gonna be using the counter. I'll just be like editing the text. I'm just gonna be editing the text real time. So I guess I'm also gonna add the, where is it? Shadow. There we go. Now it should be good. You will give it, no, I'm not giving away anything. It will be obvious if I decided I'm gonna guess white lily cookie, and then suddenly and then Akinator will guess it immediately. That's not gonna be fair, is it? That's not gonna be fair. I'm not going to go for higher tier rarity cookies, but rather epic tier or below. Super epics are gonna be easy. I will be sticking to mainly the oven break cookies, because oven break cookies are tough to guess. I don't think the first cookies will be hard to guess either. That's my speculation, so I'm not gonna go for the first cookies either. Tower of Adventures will be tough to guess, but I will leave the Tower of Adventures in a separate live stream. How is John Cookie Run rare? What is John Cookie Run rarity? It is common in most games. Or C if you're talking about line. Anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna explain how Akinator works by default. I'm not gonna be using the sensitive content filter just because I'm doing a live stream, and I do not want sensitive content filter to show up on stream. I go with the guess characters. Akinator will guess the Samsung notification. Akinator will guess how many a series of questions. If the cookie is a very easy one to guess, he would usually get it by 25. Now Akinator will have 3 phases. If he doesn't guess anything, he will randomly guess one of the cookies. At 25, oh wait, the ads, oh no. The ad shows up, that's gotta be unfortunate. I'm gonna try to zoom in. I guess this is fine. It's gotta be a little bit toward the right, but... Is this good? Is this good? Somebody tell me if this is like a good alternative for me to do it. Like, is this watchable? Yes? Okay, cool. So, Akinator will guess in 25, 50th, and 80th question. 80th being the maximum that he will guess. If he doesn't guess by the 80th cookie, which sometimes he can't even guess the 80th cookie, he will ask you to type a name or choose one of the cookies that shows up. If you type a name and the name does show up, you can click on the name and then he will declare defeat. But here's the thing. Once you click that cookie, like for example, if you're trying to guess Gingerbread, for example, I'm just using him as an example, but either way, I think he will guess Gingerbread in like very close, very easily. Let's just say Gingerbread. If he doesn't guess Gingerbread by 80th question and you tell him that you're going to guess Gingerbread, we can, if you don't refresh the incognito mode, we can try to let him guess again, and then he will eventually get the cookie that you told him that you were guessing this cookie. That is what I'm trying to achieve today, by simply doing this as many times as I could possibly see fit on an open break cookies. And every time that cookie is guessed, I'll see what it does need adding, it does need fixing. It's mostly not gonna be too much. And then I'll move on to the next cookie. And then I'll keep doing this until it looks good, essentially. Now, upstream, I did manage to try to guess Lilibel cookie. Turns out she doesn't have a picture. Wow. She's like already in open break for like 3 years, because she was released in the 6th anniversary for open break. She doesn't have a picture, so I add her a picture. I don't know if it passes or not, but who knows, right? And that's basically the whole stream. I'll try to go as many as I can in 2 hours. I'm not gonna get the timer because that's pointless. I don't need a timer for this. So I'll do a test run. The test run that I'm going to do is I will be guessing the one, the only Ginger Brave. Should be an easy guess, consider the Ginger Brave is the mascot of the Cookie Run franchise. Sorry, as a whole. So this should hopefully be very easy. If it's not easy, I'm going to be sad. I have both chats on, by the way, so I can like look chat on my phone while I'm trying to guess all the cookies. He doesn't exist. I mean, he does exist, but I'm just not gonna say he doesn't exist. He's from a game. He's a dude. He doesn't wear a hat. He doesn't have a human nose. He's not Roblox. He's not horror. He's not an animal with 3 letters in its name. I don't think he has hair. He doesn't wear clothes. I don't count the 2 buttons on his dough as clothing. 2 legs. He's not a robot. You do control him. He is small. He jumps. He's not pink. He's made of food. He's associated with cookies. I don't know. See? That's easy. See, that was like so easy. Ginger Brave shows up immediately. See, I told you that. Oh my god, this ad is going to be a pain of me. You know what? I'm just gonna hide this window real quick. I'm gonna do it again. See, I told you he's gonna guess Ginger Brave. That's like easy, but don't count that one, by the way. That one's just a test run. That one is a test run. We don't count that.
Oh no! Anyway, last week...
Let me also enable this. There we go. Yes. And as you can see, Ginger Brave has been guessed 15,125 times. We don't want to guess the cookies this high, because we don't want to. That's just impossible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate a cookie, an open break cookie, and then we'll see if Akinator guesses it. So the first cookie I'm going to guess is I'm not gonna say the name. I'm not gonna say the name until I reveal to it, but if you want to play along and try to assume what I'm guessing here, you see what I mean. Alright. This randomizer should be updated all the way until BC's 11. So pretty recent, I would say myself. I know it's a kingdom term, but they should be updated for open break as well. So after this, I go into the new in private window, just so that it refreshes it. I should hide these bookmarks. I don't know how, but I'm gonna hide it for the stream. There's like nothing up there. Let me see if I can hide the bookmarks. I want to hide it for the time being. because we're going to be using this a lot. There we go, I hide it. Perfect. And then we'll come back to this later. Okay, let's do this then. I reset the Akinator bit. I'm gonna zoom in. Looks like something didn't go through, but we're going to ignore that. Alright, is your character male? Yes. Doesn't have a human nose. Wears clothes. Not Roblox. It's from a game. Yes, has hair. Is cookies. No. Doesn't have a dark hair. It's not a healer. It's not a bow and arrows. I don't know it blunt, but I would assume so. Nope, not long hair. I think that top of the cookie is a hat. Cannot use magic. I don't know if they wear armor or not. Not a woman. Not metal. Is a cookie. Doesn't have a magical staff. Doesn't fight with a sword. I would say always. No. It's not. I would argue. Yes, that is a child. Not adult. Not Choco Cookie. Choco Cookie doesn't count towards like the niche anymore because of Kingdom release. Not a king. Doesn't fly. No, doesn't wear capes. Not Rose. Not a... Wait, I do need to search this. I do need to search if this is a fruit or not. Yes, it is a fruit. Okay. Okay, it is a fruit. Not summoned. Not pink-haired. Doesn't roll a boat. Yes. No. Not an animal. I wouldn't say this cookie is a teenager. Not ocean. Yes, it's a kid. Doesn't heal people. Not white hair. We already went through this question. Doesn't have purple eyes. Yes, it's from a food product. No, not orange. They wear green. Not entirely. No. Not green colored. We don't know if they're famous or not. And I told you it's not mango. I said no to rowing boats. Why are you guessing mango? Hello, Cookie. Hello, Akinator. He doesn't sail boats. Doesn't have brown hair. Yes. Not a TV presenter. Doesn't have green hair. Made of food. He wears glasses. Not green. Not a gingerbread. Technically, they're gingerbread. That doesn't exactly dress in green, so I'm just gonna say no. No helmet. Not a woman. Yes, has hairs. Does fight. No. What is the magic hair? What is the blue clothes? What are these questions? They collect coins. He always wears a hat. Or they. Not adult. They do collect things. Not adventurer. I said not an adult. Akinator, please. It's not. This guess right here is not an adult, and you gave me an adult. What are you talking about? Ah. He doesn't. We're on the good start, baby. He doesn't guess this niche cookie. This is the first time he doesn't guess it. Wow, that's lame. Any guesses? Any guesses in chat? If not, I'm just gonna type it out. I'll give you like a key detail. Wears a hat. Although I wouldn't really classify this as a hat. Not cream soda. Not female. Not female. Is a kid. dressed in green, although not entirely green, I would say. Wears glasses. Is a child. Not current cream, no. I think I did hair yellow, I'm pretty sure. I think I have the hair yellow as an option. So we don't have correct guesses. The first guess, our very first niche cookie to be guessing at the start of the stream, is bell pepper cookie. There's 2 lists. See, there's 2 chances that Akinator would guess bell pepper, and he didn't even guess one. Yes. Hair is an orange. I have his picture on my phone right now. I know. It looks orange to yellow. I have his picture on my screen right now. Akinator lose. Now we try to guess him again. Now we try again. We don't refresh. We don't redo the tabs again. Now we try again. Let's see if he guesses. If he doesn't guess, we move on to the next one. Because, like, here's the thing. He could, I will say this, he could guess strawberry crepe cookie for all I know. Because bell pepper is like really similar. Bell pepper cookie is like really similar to strawberry crepe. Very similar, mind you. Now he's guessing eclair. Now he's guessing olive cookie. He doesn't even ask his character. See, he just asked his character a girl. Oh my god. Can I get a question that says is your character a child? Doesn't roll a boat, still guess this mango cookie anyways. Akinator doesn't roll a boat, still guesses mango cookie anyways. I just don't understand. And he still guesses adventurer cookie anyway. He doesn't even ask. Is his character a kid? Oh my goodness. Don't tell me he's not gonna guess it. Now he's guessing Clover. Oh my god. Finally he asks is he a kid. He's still not gonna guess it. Now he's guessing peppermint cookie with a curse sprite. He doesn't guess it. Are you serious? He doesn't guess bell pepper cookie. He did guess peppermint, which has pepper in the name, but he still doesn't guess it. I just don't know why he's not guessing it. Like, bruh. Wait, wrong answer. Okay, I'm trying one more time. This time I actually told Akinator that I'm going to guess bell pepper cookie. Like, properly this time. Will Akinator finally guess bell pepper cookie? He still guesses Eclair, by the way. What? He still guesses Mango. Hello? FNAF 4, oh no, Nightmare. There you go. See, I told you. I told you that Akinator, if you told Akinator that you're going to guess this cookie, the next time you try to guess the same cookie, Akinator will guess it easily. That's what's going to happen across the whole entire stream. Yes, this is about pepper cookie. Now let me do the correction thing, and then I'm moving on to the next cookie. It has only been guessed 8 times. Wow. Let me actually contribute this a little bit. Let me contribute to the Akinator wiki real quick. This is gonna be funny, but I'm going to contribute this. Oh wait, let's see. Another extension that I need to enable on this one. I do need this enabled. This is important. Wait, what? Why can't I do this? I still can't use this extension in private. Are you serious? Okay, let me read chat. I want to see what's going on. Maybe your Akinator has access to your microphone, but he can't prove it. Well, even if you tell him that you're going to guess bell pepper cookie, right? He still won't gonna guess it. Like, it's gotta be more on the obvious choice. Like, if you tell him that it's going to be the more obvious choice, then of course he's gonna guess it easily. Alright. I'm going to also correct the name. Alright, now I'm going to the new in-tab window. And just to prove that I'm in the new in-tab window, I'm going to re-enable this. As you can see, new in-tab window. We're going to Akinator. Alright, next cookie I'm going to guess from Owen Break is... Oh, this one should be easy. This one is an Owen Break exclusive. I think this one is not just an Overbreak exclusive, but I think it's also in some other niche games as well. I do wonder if Akinator will guess this one. Alright, let's go. Let's see if everyone else can play along. Alright.
It's a raid!
Hi, Red. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for the raid.
It's a raid!
How was Resident Evil? Hope it went
It's
well.
a raid!
I'm currently doing Akinator Cookie Run Edition, but I'm guessing every single niche cookies I could possibly think of, because honestly speaking, Akinator suck at guessing those. Hope you're doing well. I won't be able to like respond to chat directly as much because I'm doing all the guessing, and I'm going to be quite salty for the rest of the run. If you need to raid and run or go to sleep or in your time zone, just thank you for the raid. And hope you have a good rest of your night. Anyways, have fun. Have fun staying. Just a quick warning. I'm gonna be salty for the rest of the stream, just ranting about Akinator not guessing the cookies that should be obvious. I'm also doing multi-streaming on YouTube. The YouTube chat's like really dead, but it's there for preservation purposes, so I don't have to redo. Just like uploading the VODs from Twitch to YouTube all the time. Anyways, yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Red. Okay, let's do this. Does your character wear shoes? No. Great start though. No shoes. 2 legs. Not from a horror game. Not an animal. Yes, have hair. It's from a game. Yes, they're cookies. Not evil. I think one of the costumes they have is evil. No, not a girl. Not a healer. Doesn't have blue eyes. No green. Not black hair. Not fire spirit. I would say I would say their ability allows you to cotton. Cotton? I think cotton is the obvious answer. I think he will guess it right away. I'm going for like the niche ones that he won't gonna guess. I'll give it a go though at the end of the stream. Okay, like they have the ability to fly. So, like their ability allows you to fly, but would I say they can fly? Maybe not. I'm gonna say no. Doesn't wear a hat. Wear pants, but I don't think they're pants. Not dark-skinned. Is a cookie. Related to music, this is important. Not golden hair. Not a rock star. Not yellow. Yes, they're made of dough. Don't think so. Oh, he guessed it immediately. He guessed it immediately. That's insane. He guessed it immediately. That's an Akinator dub. This is like a very old cookies. This is like not a surprise why people guess whipped cream cookies so early. Wouldn't say he's that niche. I wouldn't say he's that niche, but this is one Akinator W. Yeah, whipped cream is like really easy. 569 times. Cool. Alright, next one. We go to new private window, X, and then reload. There we go. The link that I copied is bell pepper cookie, nothing too much. Alright, whipped cream cookie was easy. I don't have to do anything. Next one. Oh, this one should be another easy one. This one should be like another easy one, I think. Let's go. Although I don't really know much about this cookie lore, but I doubt Akinator will guess it. Not a girl, not a real person, has 2 eyes, walk on 2 legs, have hair, not from anime, is from a game. I don't think they wear a hat, doesn't use guns. No, no, no. Yes, cookies, not evil. At least I don't think so. No green. Not white and pink. Wow, he's gonna try to guess whipped cream cookie again. He's not fire spirit. He's not fire spirit, not a girl, so I would assume it's a he, right? Friend of a hero? I don't know about that. Not a cop. Wears pants. Not blue. I would say this character is blonde. Not music. Not a healer. Doesn't have ears. Not clotted cream. That's the first one. Not almond either. Not dragons. Not lemon. Not white hair. It's not pure vanilla. Come on, stop guessing pure vanilla. I don't think this is a fruit. I would say his hair is long. Probably dark skinned. I am not sure if he is classified as a dark skin. Not golden eyes, not red hair, not brown hair. No, I don't think so. Not a fox. Probably fight. Not timekeeper. Not brown. Not glasses. No. No, not self-aware. Oh my god, he's trying to guess self-aware 2 times in a row. What is wrong with Akinator? Not Earl Grey cookie. Although I can see the niche now. Oh wait, Earl Grey cookie is probably there because of Chess Choco. Right. Yes. No. It's a dude, yes. Not always. Not a bad cookie. Has yellow, but only the hair, I think. Not a bow, not a sword. Doesn't have big muscles. Not magical stab. Not sea fairy. No, not sparkling. It's made of food. Not short hair. No beard. Yes, I do control this character. Not lemon cookie. Not a woman. Not a thief. No. No. Don't think he wears a hat. Don't think he's gay. I don't think he looks evil at all. Type of flower? What is this? What is this name based off? Okay, that's literally nothing. Probably have pets, even though they all have pets in Open Break, but probably Battle Row. Okay, he's not guessing it. We're guessing. Common Akinator L. Even though I would have loved for him to guess this because it's not that niche. This one is not that niche compared to another cookie, and that cookie goes to Whack-a-Bon. A lazy but talented cookie. This one should be easy. There's only one entry. All right, let's try to guess. Let's try to guess this guy. He wears shoes. So Akinator took another loss. Funnily enough. Actually, I'm going to type in yes, a Whack-a-Bon cookie. There. That should be good, right? I just like type in the cookie of who didn't get it. He's from a game, doesn't use guns, doesn't use sword. Wouldn't say he wears a hat, not a woman. Doesn't have a human nose, he's not an animal. Has hair, not bad, not Roblox, cookies, not bow and arrow, not brown hair, blood, healer, not dragons apparently. No music. Actually related. Maybe I don't know about the fees. Is the fees related to music? Maybe I'm just gonna say yes. I'm not sure. He doesn't own a Twitter account. Like, how would it be funny? How would it be funny for him to own a Twitter account? I guess I'm gonna go with music, even though I don't know about the feast thing. Like I said, I don't really like dig the lore of the Yakuza village. I don't dig the lore of the Yakuza village, so I don't really know much. Wait, is Vagabond a thief? Maybe. Oh, come on. I thought I have sensitive content off. See, okay, he guessed it. All right. No picture too. Wow. Wow. No picture again. All right, this is the second cookie without a picture. This is the second cookie without a picture. He has been played 17 times. Oh my god. All right, let me change things up real quick. You know the drill. All right, this is the second cookie I'm adding the image to. If anybody can keep count, how about White Ghost Cookie? That would be a good guess. I guess I'm going with that one next. Oh wow, look, White Ghost Cookie literally shows up on the wiki. I can't save images here. I can't save images on Incognito. Are you serious? Alright, Whack-a-Bon Cookie is next. That I need to save. Even though I should have his sprite already because I was working on Tree Baked. How many cookies with no pictures we will get? Right now it's 2 pictures. Let me add a picture. I always name my nickname as X because I don't want to be identified. There we go. And I'm going to correct the name. There we go, add a comment. Now we can do the thing. Goes in new in private window. Just to pop it up. Boom. And then we type in Akinator. Alright, white ghost cookie, you say. Let's see the white ghost cookie. Would this be like an obvious guess, or would this take a while? Hopefully an obvious guess, because white ghost cookie should be popular. Let's go. If he gets it right away, that's gonna be good though. Alright, let's go. No. Not a horror game. Wear clothes. Have hair. Yes. Is feminine. Is a woman. White hair. Not green. No. Actually, no. Not astronaut. Doesn't live in water. Not Roblox. Sorry. Wouldn't say they're bad. Is a teacher? No? I don't think so. Welcome back, Mammies. No, I don't think she's a teacher. I don't think she's a child either. No. It's from Cookie Run. Not yellow. Not Mr. Beast. Actually, I'm kidding. It's not Beast. She's a teacher? Okay, so I lied. White Lily Cookie shows up instead, though. First time the White Lily Cookie gets mentioned. Never. Magic? No. No. Yes. Can fly. Doesn't have wings. Technically, I think green dress. Yes. Two color hair. Yes. Not a model. There we go. That was easy. All right. White Ghost Cookie was White Ghost Cookie was easy. No picture change needed. The description is correct. Although I will need to change the name. Everything else is correct. Hooray! White Ghost Cookie. I'm gonna type in the name too. There we go. Yeah, looks good. How many guesses? 72. That's... You know what? That's actually better. Let me correct the name. For an oven break. Capitalize the first letters of this character's name. Also added colon into indication. There we go. White Ghost Cookie is correct. Alright. New private window. Another random one this time. Akinator. Alright, who's gonna be the next one? White Ghost Cookie was easy. Let's see who's the next oven break one. Oh, this one. Okay, this one should also be easy. How about Cherry Cola Cookie? Ooh. Didn't I edit her page too? Upstream? Maybe. Alright. This cookie should be interesting. Should also be easy. Let's go. Not a woman. Doesn't have human nose. Not FNAF. Not an animal. Wears clothes. Have hair. Is a cookie. No blue. No dark hair. Not healer. Doesn't use bow and arrows. Not white hair. Not red hair. Have long hair. Not woman. No blonde. No purple. I guess you could say they're evil, but I'm gonna say no. Doesn't have brown hair, not pink hair. Fight with a sword. Doesn't have wings. Doesn't have black hair. Is a cookie. Doesn't have dark skin. Not Madeline Cookie. Don't say that's an armor, to be honest. Not animal ears. Not a woman. Have long hair. Use sharp weapons. Not Mexico. It's from Cookie Run. Not red. Not a servant. I don't know if I actually don't know. Not paint. Cannot fly. Not a king. Does wear a hat in some instances. Is a dude. Dressed in green. Talk. Yes. No. No. Not short haired. Doesn't have big body. Has a sword. No, not green skin. Color green. Not Eclair. Eclair doesn't wield a sword. Eclair doesn't wield a sword, game. No, not a game. Akinator. Eclair doesn't wield a sword. Can you please? Not Roblox. It's from a game. Doesn't always wear a hat. Not blue hair. Not Polish. Not Project Moon. I'm avoiding that. Not. It's a food. Not doctor. Has green hair. Doesn't build things. You could say there were something on her head, but technically they don't. Not a hammer. Doesn't wear glasses. He's not wearing a cape. Not a woman. Not a dragon. What is a kunai? No. Not black hair. Doesn't often wear a hat. Yes. Not legendary. Yes, maybe. Star Wars. Not herb. Close, but not herb. Vegetable. I guess he isn't a vegetable. It's from an online game. Green colored. Not using a bowl. Not comedic actor. Not magic. Not avocado cookie, and not avocado cookie taking a dab. He doesn't guess it. Wow, I'm actually quite surprised. that he doesn't guess it. That cookie belongs to Leek Cookie. There's two of them. There's Leek from Cookie Run and Leek Cookie as a samurai. I'm gonna go with the one on top. We did it! Aha! That's the first loss for Leek Cookie. Very obscure. Haha. Alright, cool. Now we guessed him again. This one should be easy because we got like most of his description done. 2 legs. No human nose. No animal head. Wear clothes. Have hair. Yes. No. Not blonde, not pink hair, no purple, no brown hair, has long hair, no red, no wings, wear green hair. Don't think so. It's the Grinch is not a cookie. Doesn't wear a hat, is a cookie. Plans. Not legendary. Plan like, maybe? No, not herb is another one. Doesn't look like a tree. Doesn't use a bow. Not from Hoyoverse. Not timekeeper. Uses a sword. Made of food. It's a vegetable, I think. Not a fruit. There we go. No, third, no picture. Wow. Okay. How does this one doesn't have the picture? Maybe the other one has it, but this one doesn't. It is Leek Cookie. 7 times. I guess the other one is more popular. I'll just like add the picture. I'll just add the picture to the not popular one then. Maybe the other one is more popular. I'm gonna do it for this one. Let me hide the window. I guess I'm going to the comic studio now. That will probably make it easier for me to get images for cookies. I'll delete them later. Like, no big deal. Alright. Correct name. Capitalize the name. Alright, I fixed another one done. That's the third one with no picture. Wow. Another in private window. We're gonna be speaking a lot today, I would say that. Alright, the next cookie. Akinator didn't guess for the third time. It's going to be... Ooh. If he doesn't guess this one, I'm going to be so doomed. If he doesn't guess this one, I'm going to be so doomed. If you play Oven Break, if you're an Oven Break Nugent, you wouldn't know this cookie's existence, right? Not male. It's from a game. Doesn't fight. Not a horror game. Wear shoes. Not Japanese. Yes. Doesn't go to school. Not a real person. Not black haired. Not blonde either. I do control the character. It's from a mobile game. We don't know, but I'm gonna say no. Not brown hair. Not a human nose. Not an animal. I wouldn't say their hair is green. Not Brawl Stars. Not Roblox. They do have hair. Doesn't wear glasses. Not pink hair. Not white hair. Not married to a famous woman. And we don't even know this character. It's because it's not a Cookie Run character. I didn't make this character. Is a cookie. Would say they have blue hair. Not Bubbles. Not legendary. Not water. Not married. I would say they have short hair. They're made of food. Doesn't have wings. No eyes. They're designed like female, but I wouldn't say they're female. I'm gonna say probably, but they're not really female. Made up dough. Food product. Superpowers. Probably. Blue. Not California, not bad. No pink. No glasses. Yes, I would say so. I don't think it's that much white, but not oyster cookie. Try it again. Yes, they've been to space, I would say. Not trains. They have short hair. They can fly. That will be sugar glass, but we're not guessing sugar glass. Would say they're probably a woman. Doesn't wear a hat. No magic. Not an independent woman. Does collect coins. Does walk on two legs, but I don't see them walk at all. I think they only fly. They're not famous at all. We don't take this as a guess. Probably no. It's a cookie. No, not a boy. Yes, has yellow. No music. Not timekeeper. We don't know if they're an adult. It's not Angel. Not a sweet. Cannot control time. No. 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 Yes. Probably. He did guess Sorbet Cookie, but that's not who I'm guessing. Right, he doesn't guess it. Okay, that's the fourth one that he did not guess. He doesn't like go with that type of question at all, which surprises me. We're guessing Cookie Droid. Cookie Droid's description is already correct. I would just add Oven Break in there, and then she will be good to go. Not she, sorry. They will be good to go. So another loss for Akinator. Hooray! This time he lost. He lose to Cookie Droid. And now we're going to guess Cookie Droid. Alright, not a dude, not even nose, stand on two legs, stuff from a horror game. I mean all the same stuff. Is cookie, doesn't have white hair, so it's pink, has yellow on them, doesn't have wings, not a legendary, doesn't wear a hat. Yes, they do have two colored hair. They actually have more than two colors. No music, no sword, no ice. Doesn't have dark hair, doesn't speak Turkish, not an insect. No, their hair is not orange. No flowers. Is a cookie. Blue hair. Not produce electricity. They guess Sorbet again. Probably woman. No blue skin. Not an animal. Doesn't have a long hair. Nor rainbow. Nor silver. Doesn't wear a hat. not ice. We don't know if they're a shout or not. Nope. Nope. Monkey. No yellow, not alchemist. Made of dough, not a rabbit. No. Yes. No. We don't know if they're a long distance runner. I don't think they fight. They do have superpowers. Not an angel. They have a phone. Okay, that's the fourth one without a picture. We don't. This is the fourth one without a picture. I'm gonna have to mark that as a fourth one without a picture. How many guesses? 26. All right, you know what that means. Okay, let me try to find Cookie Droid. Where is Cookie Droid? There you are. They do have some sprites that you can use too, which is weird, but. All right, that's another 4 but no picture. Alright, that is done. That's another one done. And yeah, I'm not even gonna bother hiding it anymore because we're going for this quick. Alright, he lost to not Earth Fight. He lost to Cookie Droid. Who's gonna be the next one? Ooh, would he guess this Cookie though? All right, let's try this. Not a girl, not a real person. Has 2 eyes, walk on 2 legs, has hair. Not anime. It's from a game. No, he doesn't wear a hat, I think. Doesn't use gun. Not a sword either. Not human nose and not animal. It's a cookie. Wouldn't say they're evil. Not entirely. Cannot fly, not blunt, not dark skin, wear clothes, not pink haired, so is white. No, I don't think they have short hair. They have connection to fire. They use a battle axe. Oh yeah, that's not burning spice. No, it's a cookie. Fist. Not red, but close. Purple, not brown hair, do wear pants. Yes. No. Not a fire lord. No, that's not fire spirit. Not red. Yes, has yellow on them, not electricity. No healer, not music. Is habanero a fruit? Wait, what? I actually spoiled the answer. Is habanero a what? Okay. Not a dragon, but close. Not summoned. No electricity. Doesn't row a boat. It's not. I told you, it's not mango cookie. Stop with the mango cookie. Please, it doesn't row a boat. Not wear no glasses. Does fight. Yes. No. Doesn't wear a bow. Not pink clothes. It's a child. Not a king. Not yellow horns. Not League of Legends. Not gold eyes. Clearly not a woman. Look evil? Probably. No. No. Yes, because they wear pants. Not female. It's a kid. Let's just say yes to bad question. No. And made of food, we got gumbo. Okay, he doesn't guess it. He almost guessed it too, but he doesn't. Damn Akinator. He almost guessed it. I can't believe this. Hello, Hello, silly.
raid.
Wait, this is early for you. It's only like an hour?
This a raid.
Hello, Raiders.
This a raid.
Also, chat's like really quiet right now. Don't mind that shit. Don't mind the emptiness. You forgot to eat. It was only 1 hour. Also, I'm gonna be blunt. Ben, don't see it as a bad thing because I was like blunt. I was jealous because I was lurking in your stream earlier. Anyways, nothing too much. Thank you for the raid. We're doing... Yes, I know you're lurking. We're doing Akinator Cookie Run. This is the 5th cookie that he doesn't guess. And my last guess was habanero cookie. He did not guess the 5th cookie now. And the... no, they went crazy. Indeed, I saw it. I saw it happen. I was jealous because I wasn't there. I had stream to do. Anyways, hope it was good though. What did you do? Was it Field of Mystria? Field of Mystria, but I hope it's like 1 hour of it. Hope the game went good though. I see the art style. I'll still prefer Stardew Valley over it. Not that because I've never played Field of Mystria, but looking at the gameplay, I prefer the Stardew art style more. But that's just my opinion. I wouldn't say I would compare these two games. I might give it a shot someday. Not this year, probably, because I have a lot of stuff to do. Anyways, for lurkers or people who came from the raid, I do cookie run stuff. I'm Russelino. Silly has raided me before. Wait, have I done the other way around? I might have, or I might have not. I don't remember. But yeah, I'm doing Akinator Cookie Run. Essentially, what I'm doing here is guessing the niche cookies, mostly on Overbreak, because I'm trying to focus on Overbreak cookies, and see if he guesses a lot of them. So far, he guessed 2. He guessed whipped cream cookie and white ghost cookie. I have an independent feature select both. Nice. And he didn't guess habanero cookie as like my last guess. And oh yeah, for people who just came in, from both platforms, because I'm also streaming this on YouTube, I will be very salty today. And it's mainly just because I'll be salty that the Akinator doesn't guess the cookie that I want him to guess. Even though it's supposed to be so easy to guess. Like, I had very easy guesses, and then he just, you know what? The most, I'm gonna swear, the most bullshit guess is your character row a boat? I said no, and then he proceeds to guess mango cookie. Excuse me, mango cookie doesn't row a boat. Wait. Let me rephrase. Mango cookie clearly rows a boat. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna be salty a lot. And that's just because Akinator's being dumb for the most part, but other than that. And what I tend to do is that when Akinator doesn't guess the cookie right, then I try to guess the same character again and then see if it shows up. All of the guesses so far, and so far, 4 of the cookies that I guessed that he didn't guess have no pictures. Have no pictures attached to the name. So I have saved 4 pictures already throughout the whole stream, just adding the pictures in, and hopefully they get well validated by the Akinator team. Like, wow. So let's try to guess habanero cookie again for the second time. Red hair? No. They're orange. No. It doesn't have wings. Capsaicin cookie. See, what is this picture? First of all, what is this picture? Second of all, he could have guessed habanero cookie from capsaicin cookie. He didn't guess capsaicin cookie earlier, but he could have guessed like habanero cookie earlier. Like, it's so similar. Like, they're so similar. Except that habanero cookie is a kit, right? No, doesn't rowboat. Now show us mango cookie. There we go. That's the 5th one. No 5th picture. Wowee! Fifth no picture 8 times. I didn't mean to add a question. Let me add a picture. All right, let me go to the comic studio. That's like the quickest way for me to find cookie source database. Cookierun.comic.studio is the website. All right, Habanero is here somewhere. Wait, I missed it. Wait, I'm dumb. Where's Habanero again? I know I still play the game when he's released. Where is he again? Wait, I'm blind. I see Peperoncino. Where is Habanero? I see Pepe, but not Hama. Where is he? Okay, I'm being really dumb right now. He's like, oh, there we are. Took a while. And I save a picture, and all I do is go I'll tap the back, add a picture, X, I tick this button. His name, I don't think his name needs that much correction. I'm gonna do it anyway. Just adding Owen break behind his name. Added Owen break behind current indication. Everything else is correct. And then I move on to the new cookie. All right, and then I go to the new in private window. I cross this, and then I type in Akinator again. There we go, 5th picture. Let's do this. All right, next randomized cookie is going to be, oh, this one. I don't think anyone is talking about this one. Out of all of the whole group, I don't think anyone talks about this one. Let's go. It's a dude. Does have dark hair. Does have hair. Is from a game. A mobile game. Not a hat. Sorry. Does look like a hat, but it's not a hat. Not who it wears. No human nose. Not an animal. It's a cookie. No bow and arrows. Red hair, yes. I would say it's like leaning towards orange, but I'm gonna say it's red. No fire, red hair, not Greek. No OF. Not a vampire. Not evil. Clearly not. Short hair, I would say. It's a cookie. We don't know if they raise. Not wildberry. We aren't even done guessing yet. Doesn't use guns, not blunt, not a woman. But they do, you're still eating, damn. But they do got mistaken as a woman before, a few times. No. This is a long red hair, orange. They're like both colors. Fists? Technically? Yes. No. Not capsaicin. We're not guessing capsaicin again. Red. No, we don't talk about that. No fire-based powers. Not red skin. Where does the gun? Doesn't even have YouTube. Yes. Not vampire. Not sword. Cannot fly. It's made of food. It's not a woman. Again. No sharp claws. Doesn't use magic. Yes. No water. Does fight. Not the sidemen. Yes, they do wear something on their head. No cheese. No Star Wars. They're small, but they're a cookie. He doesn't even guess anyone. Does have red hair. Doesn't use weapons. Not even a candy. Doesn't use guns. Yes. No. Not a bat. Yes, a boy. Finally. Cannot fly. Not darkness. Doesn't have a nose. I don't think cookies have nose. Doesn't use magic. Not a sweet. Not dishonored. Not a child. Not a younger sister. Looks to be older than 21, or it could be like around 21. Also, thank you for the shout out, whoever did that. I'm on PC right now. Hello, Ripcorp. Welcome to the stream. I'm just being salty towards Akinator. Made of jelly? No. Yes. No. Yes. And he guessed string gummy cookie. Okay, he doesn't guess it. Another one that he doesn't guess. That makes it 6. That's the 6th time he doesn't guess it. And that cookie goes to Plum. Okay, back my mom called me. He doesn't guess another cookie. Again. Woo! He did not guess Plum Cookie. And there's 2 of them. Okay. We are allowed to choose both. We're allowed to choose both. But like, I'll say this though. Like, this function doesn't work properly. Like, there's 2 plum cookies in here. They're the same character. They just hate Golden Break. I don't think Tower Adventures is the same though. But now we get the privilege of guessing him again. And let's see whatever shows up. Not a human nose, no human animal head. Wear clothes, have hair, cookies, not a healer, not pure vanilla, not blue. White, no, not white hair. Red haired, not legendary, no fire. I don't think that's an armor, not a vampire. Made of food. I don't know, not like a football position. Yes, ones have red hair, still has red hair. It's like red towards orange. Doesn't use guns. Not a woman. Yes, they do wear something on their head. Not Wildberry. That's the 2nd time he guessed Wildberry in the same sequence. Not blunt. It's a cookie. Long red hair, even though they're short. I just get it for the thing. Not sword fighting. They don't even use swords. Orange. Not a magician. Not volcanoes. He can't fly. Plum. Is plum a fruit? I think plum is a fruit. Red. I guess so. It's a dude. It's orange hair. He doesn't have dark skin. He doesn't have fire. He's not a clown. He still cannot guess. He guessed mango cookie again. He cannot guess plum cookie. What is this? Come on. Like, see, if you choose both of them, it doesn't work. You have to choose one. And then that one will show up immediately. He's small. Not big lips. Does fight. Doesn't fight with a sword. No. No muscles. Not darkness. We don't know if they're older than 30. Not evil. Clearly. Does fight against monsters. Uses fists. Actually, there's like more than fists. Also legs. He also kicks. Doesn't blood. He doesn't have big body. What is this question? And he guesses more upstairs. See? We try to avoid the multiple choice answers because he just doesn't guess it. I'm going to go for this one and then he's gonna guess it again. Plum is a fruit. Okay, treat yourself. Thank you. Alright, now we're guessing plum cookie again. One more time. This time is a proper one. Because now we know, now Akinator knows what I chose. He will guess it immediately. I'm stretching in the middle of clicking. I know. You will see it. Right. Now he will guess plum cookie by the second sequence. Like the first sequence, he's just still gonna act dumb, but by the time he guesses the second, like he guesses like one random cookie, he will guess plum cookie immediately. Just see. You know. Either he guesses it the first time, which is unlikely, or he guesses the second time, which is the most likely. Oh, he guesses fire spirit cookie instead. He didn't guess a fire spirit cookie instead. I didn't even say he has fire energy. Wow, that's so funny. See, I told you. He always gets this the second time. Like, that's just how Akinator works. Like, if you tell him that you're gonna guess this, right? Can you use strawberry shortcake cookie next? Ooh, that's a cacao cookie exclusive. I will do that. That counts as a niche. They're niche currently until they're in open break. They will be in open break soon. So 5th no image? No, that's the 6th no image. Not the 5th, the 6th one. So far, every single cookie that Akinator doesn't guess doesn't have an image. 100% rate, 100% probability that all the 6 cookies that I have guessed so far doesn't have an image. 9 times. All right. Time to give credit to CookieRun.comic.studio for providing every single image of every single cookie in the game. This is an important credit because I would just go to the wiki to find them, and it takes a while to get to the wiki. I mean it though, like it do be taking a while to go to the wiki to find the cookie I'm looking for. They're the early releases. Why can't I find them? Wait, what? Oh, there you are. Plum cookie. They're like one of the earlier releases, so they should be easy to find. All right, plum cookie. Get the images in. Actually, I'm gonna press say X. We don't want them to know that I'm the one do it. And I need to fix the name. Capitalizing C in cookies. Simplifying indication to just the game name only. There we go. That's the 6th cookie in a row. Also, they came to India, so that means there will be in 3 Cookie Run games this year. 3 niche ones, except for Oven Break. Oven Break's the only unniche one. Cacao and India is niche. Cacao used to not be niche because of before Oven Break's existence, and they were competing with Line at that time. When Line shut down, Cacao became niche until they do the updates, and they're still niche. Not a lot of people know about Cacao's existence. If people would play or like try to reminiscence the Cacao games, they would either just play Cacao, the niche version, play Oven Break, because they don't know its existence, or find a fan game called Oven Break Tree Baked and play that one, which is what I'm doing now. But like I didn't play it too much, but yeah, I'm on a Tree Bake route. Alright, I'm gonna add that in. Alright, plum cookie is another one. Now we go... Okay, so I'm gonna go in order, since I've received suggestions. A really helpful one, so let's go. Now, I don't really know much about them, so I don't really know if I will be able to guess them. Yep, bad apple detected. This cookie is too niche, so let's see if they can guess them. Alright, let's do this. Stand on 2 legs, doesn't have human nose. I would say they're an animal, I'm not sure though. No. Probably not. It's from a game. Not bad. No shoes. It's small. Not insects. No green. Not a Pokemon. Have white fur. I would say yes. Cookies. Not a dragon. It's a cookie. No, I don't see sharp claws anywhere. They do have a tail. Probably. Come on. White hair, not a musical, cream. You tried to guess the ferret curse. I didn't even go deep yet, and you're guessing cream ferret. Come on. Right, okay. Oh, I mean, correct. I mean, like, correct path. I would assume they're a child. Not a rabbit. They made of dough. They're white haired. We didn't even go too far yet. Come on. Just let me guess first. Not dragons. Long hair, nope. It's from Cookie Run. Have animal ears. What is this? Not a fox. No. They're made of food. No, not Whoops. Not Walt Disney. Doesn't fly, I think. Not blood, not brown, not ice. Doesn't wear glasses. Not Jamaican origins. Not a rabbit. Doesn't live in water. We don't know. Because I actually don't know. Not long hair. Can we please not get rabbits? Not pancake. Can we please get something else other than bunny and rabbits? Do they walk on 4 legs? Probably. I don't know. It's a dog. Finally! Finally! Oh my god. I would say they have hands. Not a wolf. I don't know. Not British origins. Not white and pink. Not hat. We don't know. I'm gonna say no though. Not black and white. Not ice. Not from a fighting game. Not a pig. It's a dog. Their ears aren't long. They're not rich. They're not from an anime. They're from a game. They're not a cat. They're not evil. They're not Yokai Watch series. They do have ears. Not animal head. Manju. Very close. Very close. You have to continue drawing art. Yeah, just have fun. Just mute the stream a little bit if you found me too loud. Very close. Not Manju, but very close. Pine cone. What do you mean pine cone? What do you mean? What is that guess? What is that guess? Also, Pinecone doesn't have an image. Oh my god. Well, that's a 7th cookie that he doesn't guess. He almost guessed it though with Manchu cookie. He almost guessed it with Manchu, but he didn't. Chiffon cake sounds cookie form. Owner is red velvet cookie. Where is this confirmation? We don't know the confirmation. Has it been confirmed that strawberry shortcake is owned by red velvet cookie? I don't think so. Maybe I'm just living under a rock. Well, let's just try again, I guess. Oh no, they're not red hair. They're white hair. You asked me that question again. Yes, they're linked to an animal. I would say they're a child, I don't know. Did I act like a dog? Bark, 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 bark. No, they only have one hair color. Rio the Olympics! What is that correlation here? Rio the Olympics. Haha, very funny. The green ferret shows up again. Electronic arts. They're not a werewolf, they're a dog. Actually, I don't think they can fly. Can you please stop with the bunny ears? We don't know. Okay, that is the 7th cookie that doesn't have a picture. Right, okay. Now, strawberry shortcake already has an image on the wiki, luckily. So that didn't really change much. Like I said, credit to Cookie Run Comic Studio for providing the image. Obviously, this is strawberry shortcake played 5 times. Wow, okay. your sub-secured accounts, I guess. Akinator knows that you're trying to guess the cookie, so I added cookie in there just so that we can differentiate that this is strawberry shortcake cookie. Anyways, who's the next one again? Wait, since it's VIP 5k, it is because I reduced it due to VIP clearance. I had to clear some VIPs out, that's why I had to reduce the price. Okay. I know I answered it too late, but that's the answer. Alright, this cookie should be an interesting one. I do hope he guesses it. Alright, I got the description. This one is like really simple too. This one is really simple. 2 legs. Doesn't have hair. Doesn't wear clothes. Not an animal. It's a robot. I wouldn't say they're bad. They're big. They're not from a movie. No music. I don't think they're famous. Not Brawl Stars. It's from a game. Doesn't use guns. They do speak. We do control them. They're from an online game. Not Mobile Legends. Not League of Legends. From a mobile game. Not Clash Royale. Not TVB. Not Red. Have legs. Omega from Arena of Valor. That's actually like Arena and Realm of Valor image. Does fly. No fire. No hammer. Not a Pokemon. Not woman. Doesn't have wings. Have a big body. Does live in water. Does jump. Not Sonic. No music. No shooting games. They do have robotic parts. Not cyborg. Not yellow. We don't know. I'm gonna say no. I wouldn't say they're evil. No. No. They do fight. Not a sword though. Not a PC game. Not a C. Another Realm of Valor character. Are you serious? Does fly. No. No birds. From a video game. Is white. Not a diary. Blah, 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 blah. I think they do have big hands. No. They don't own a giant robot. There are a robot. Have 2 eyes. Is small. Not European. They don't speak Japanese. They're not a bunny. They don't have human nose. Not a number. Not a legendary. Not FNAF. Nightmare. No. They do talk in robot voice. Not captain. Not a gunfighter. They can be leveled up. Not plans. Not one award. No. And he didn't even guess a cookie, so this one doesn't count. Let's try again. He didn't even guess a cookie, so I'm not counting this one. Let's try again. Let's try to make him guess a cookie this time. So it doesn't count because he doesn't guess a cookie. So let's try this again. 2 legs. It's from a game, not a horror game. No, not an animal. They do not have hair. They don't wear clothes. They're a robot. It's from a mobile game, not Brawl Stars, not Clash Royale, no music. I'm gonna say no to big body this time. We do control the character. They do fight. They don't use guns. They're not Mobile Legends. They don't relate to cards. They do jump. They don't look evil. They're not yellow. They're small. They're not PlayStation. Ginger Brave is a robot confirmed. Ginger Brave is a robot confirmed. I'm kidding. But he gets Ginger Brave. That's a good start. That is a good start. I don't think they have a mouth. They don't have yellow. I didn't even get deep into the guess yet, and you're guessing Candy Diver? Are you serious? Let's try again. No. Not a sword. It's from Cookie Run. Not red. We don't talk about the costume. Not girl. Doesn't wear a hat. Doesn't have hair. Not legendary. Not a mask. They do have robot parts, but finally. Not FNAF. It's from an online game. Not a green hat. It's food. Not dark skin. Not pink hair. Doesn't have a tail. Robots. Arabic or nope. Not FNAF. not a PC game. It's a food, not a mustache. He still doesn't guess it. We don't know if Ion is a dude or not. At this point, I'm not even gonna bother spoiling, because he's clearly not guessing it. Yes, they're made out of metal. Shut up. They're not gray. They're not plants. They don't wear clothing. They stand on 2 legs. They're blue. They're not bad. They're a machine. They're blue-eyed. Yes. And they guess Astrobot instead. Right. The cookie isn't there anymore. He guessed Astrobot instead. Which is at most really familiar to Ion Cookie Robot. He still doesn't guess it. He guesses Astrobot instead. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No, it's not. It's Ion Cookie Robot. That is so funny. Yeah, they even have the section for Ion Cookie Robot in there. Damn Akinator. This is so sad. Like, what am I supposed to do here? Chibi Robo, not even Cookie Run? Wait, I pressed the wrong button. Let's try again. Wait, does that mean that I don't get to guess the doesn't get to guess Ion Cookie Robot now because I accidentally pressed yes? Because if that's the case, then I have to try to guess him again, which is gonna be a waste of time. But that's a yes. It's gonna be a waste of time, but oh boy, I am not looking forward to this. Sorry for yawn. I am not looking forward to this. There we go. No picture. Sugar Swan is a legendary. Usually legendaries get more attention. I'm not gonna guess Sugar Swan Cookie. I'm doing epic or below. 8, no picture. Yep. That's the 8th one. Ion Cookie Robot doesn't have a picture. Played 33 times. Why is nobody bother adding a picture to Ion Cookie Robot? Or maybe they just deleted it for all I know. Alright, Ion Cookie Robot. Oh, that one is super niche. I'm going for that one. Yeah, definitely. That one is super niche. This one is good. This one is already good. I don't see like that much that I need to change. All right, another in private window. I'm gonna do what Dreadroom put in first because I know Dreadroom put that one in earlier. Dreadroom put that one in earlier, so I'm gonna do that one first. All right, let's go. I need a reference for this. I accidentally pressed this button. There we go. All right. Wear shoes, I think. I don't know if they wear shoes or not, but I think they wear shoes. It's from a game, not guns. They do use swords. They're not from a mobile game. They're from a mobile game that is not a Hoyoverse game. They're a woman. They have dark hair, not animal ears. They have red eyes. We don't know if it's a group of 4. I'm still avoiding that. Wear a school uniform? I think so. Not military. They don't have a tail. They're not from Hoyoverse. They do go to school. No. Not wolf ears. Not those types of games. Just come on. Just don't, please. I don't think their hair is short. Not purple. Not Japanese. Not even a Cookie Run character. Woman. They do have a sword. They not have brown hair. In technicality, they do have black hair. I'm gonna say yes. They're a student. They're from a PC game. They're from a video game. It's the zombies. I don't think that's a katana. They do have long hair, I think. Not guns. Not Japanese. I would assume so. We don't know. I'm gonna say no. They do have a special power, but that special power is so bad for them. Hair magic, yeah. Like uniform, Korean. Counter side character, I accidentally pressed yes. Let's try this again. Can you stop with the Project Moon, please? I'm gonna say no against monsters. Let's see if there's a change. Now Blue Archive comes in. Come on, we don't want like anime style gacha games to show up. Not even this one. Come on. Can we get like is the character small or something? Kakao exclusive legendary, it's too niche. I would do it, but it's too niche. And they're recent too. I don't want to do something too recent. I don't think anyone would have been doing that on Akinator. I know they're legendary exclusive to Kakao version, but I do think they're too recent. I know it's like a few months already, but still. Yes, they're high school students. No. No. They have black hair. I'm gonna say no to special powers. No one under their full name. I don't know what they're talking about. Not Disney. Not in anime. I didn't make this character. They do have long hair. I don't think they're that long, but I'm gonna say long hair. They don't have a halo. Yes. Not red t-shirt. Another one. Okay. No. It's Korean, yes. Linked with sports. I don't know, but I'm gonna say no. They're not dead, bruh. It's a woman, not weird. Yes, from a video game. I would assume so. Yes, they do use sharp weapons, sword fighting. Not from anime. Not timekeeper. Not a human nose. Not blue hair. Yes, finally good questions. Doesn't have car. Now imagine if she drives a car. How would that be? And I guess sure. And I guess Choco Drizzle Cookie. Cream Cookie would have been a funny guess. I'm gonna do what Matei put in first, and then I'll do that one next. They would guess Choco Drizzle, and then they're not gonna guess her, I think. You're Choco Cookie. Yeah, he's not guessing it. I think I did fix the description. I think I did fix the description or something. They still haven't fixed her name? No, you're not. You're suggesting ones that could go for. I think one of them is a good choice. I'm gonna go with that one after Mate's. I think Mate's one is like very niche. I don't think Akinator would have guessed it. But let's see, right? Let's see. Or maybe he will guess it. For all I know. If he guesses it, it's gonna be so funny. Okay, let's try this again. Fight, not gunfighter, not from Hoyo Wars. Red Eyes. Project Moon, get out of here. Yes. Not from Wuva. Not Hoyo Wars. I'll say yes against monsters. They did go to school. They don't have purple hair. They don't have short hair. No. PC game. No. No. Yes, just have a picture. Oh my god! We're finally break that curse. We're finally break that every single cookie that I didn't guess. We finally break the curse on every single cookie that Akinator didn't guess didn't have a picture. Now we finally get a cookie that has a picture. Oh my god! This is such a discovery. Finally we're guessing cherry cola cookie. 34th time. We're not gonna submit a better picture though. I think that picture is already perfect. All I need to do is I just need to capitalize the names. That's it. Everything else is already correct, so we don't need to do anything much. Cool. All right. Next. Let's do Mate's suggestion. All right. Next one we're doing is this one's really niche. Let's see if he's gonna guess it. Let's see if he's gonna guess it. I think there's still some fan arts of her, so. And she has multiple appearances. Let's go. Is female. Nope. We don't know. I'll assume no. Not human nose. Not a horror game. I'm gonna drink another Sprite. Has hair. Is cookies. Not white hair. No wings. No you shield. No pink hair. Not bad. Yes. Not pumpkin pie. Not a tennis player. Is a cookie. Probably. Who would say so? No, their hair is not brown. Not pizza cookie. It's orange. Not a katana. And I said not pumpkin pie cookie. Please. I don't want to guess her. Not a fruit. Farmer. Not a Spotify. That's so funny. Yoga Cookie as a Spotify artist. What do you mean? Not a dude. Not ocean. Not timekeeper. Brush. She meditates. She's not a child. Yes. Even though it's not a sport. Even though it's not a sport, I just want him to guess like an activity-based question. Probably blonde. Come on, we're not guessing FNAF. She's not that famous. Name after a sweet. No. No. Stop with the gun question. Stop with the pizzeria question. Why is he guessing? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's a cool fact. Why is he guessing croissant cookie with a submitted by your mom? Yes. Her ability, she can fly with her ability. No. Ever live in Egypt? Stop with the blue clothes, please. She's not using a gun. Can you please stop? She's not using a gun. Yes, female clothing. Yes, she does fly. I already answered this question before. I don't think she has a phone. Stop with the guns. She's not a kid. Damn it, Orange. Why can't you guess? There's not even a single question about meditation. Like is she 2016? Is she released in 2016? Like, it's almost a decade old. Actually, it's almost a decade. It's almost a decade old. And what do you mean I can't guess Yoga Cookie? What? What do you mean I can't guess Yoga Cookie? Like, there's like no single question about does your cookie do activities that, you know, meditate or like smooth your mind. The only question that I get throughout the whole thing is a sports related question, of which I need to say yes, because otherwise he will just keep asking nonsense questions. So sports, even though it's not a sport, yoga is not a sport, I just have to make him guess it somehow. He didn't, which is unfortunate. But she's like a very old cookie too. Like, I think she was here since release, if not then very early. That's like, if not then 2017. It's like the earliest instance, because I know I've used Yoga Cookie before then. I definitely think Yoga Cookie was like way before Wasabi and Mustard. If I remember correctly, because I did play a game, I did play Oven Break back then. So let's try to guess Yoga Cookie again. See, I told you I'd get a very salty. I told you I'd get like very salty. Sorry. Now watch as he's going to guess pumpkin pie. That would be funny, right? That would be funny. Watch as he guesses pumpkin pie cookie. She's an adult, definitely. Because everyone else who is like close to as an adult is there. Yoga Cookie is a Spotify artist confirmed. He still guesses croissant cookie, sadly. First release. Okay, so it was a 1.0 cookie, right? That is as I was expected. Does your cookie live on the street? That's such a funny question. That's such a funny question. Is Yoga Cookie live on the same street as I am? No, duh. Second time he doesn't guess. Second time he doesn't guess Yoga Cookie. Looks like we're getting a difficult one today. Looks like we're getting a difficult task of him trying to guess Yoga Cookie. Alright, this is the second loop. I had to skip the song actually. Okay. Not an animal with 3 letters in its name. Alligator. Not white hair. Yellow. Wear a hat. I wouldn't say it's a hat, but I want to get a hat because obviously like she's wearing a hat. Use guns. Driving in my car. Caramel shoe cookie gets mentioned. Stop with the gun question. An orange cookie. Like, I get it, she plays. Like, I get it, orange cookie does play sports. But I don't want to, like, directly guess sports specifically. Yoga Cookie is a Spotify artist. Stop with the gun question. I don't think he's guessing Yoga Cookie. This, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think he's guessing Yoga Cookie. Like, what am I supposed to say here? Does Yoga Cookie live on my street? I have to repeat that joke again. 2007 Cricket World Cup. Actually, she is dark-skinned. She is dark-skinned, actually. And that special power is meditating. And of course, he didn't guess it 3 times in a row. We're not guessing Yoga Cookie, ladies and gentlemen. That is the first ever cookie that he did not guess for 3 times in a row. I'm not gonna add that to the statistics though, I'm just playing around. Alright, we didn't guess Yoga Cookie as a 2016 cookie. I can't believe this. Okay. We're going for Rib Corpse Succession. Let's go. This one should be easier. Because I know this cookie's existence. They are in the same update as the other character that he didn't guess. So, not a man, no human knows, no horror game. It's from a game, not an animal. Yes. No. Oh my god, don't give me that question. Yellow. Doesn't have wings. Doesn't wear a hat. Is a cookie. Is a child. Wears human clothing. Not a mermaid. Doesn't wear gloves. No. 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 Is a kid. Yes, they do have an hair accessory. No cheese. Not Feddersen. But on the right track. Don't know if they're a student or not. It's a girl. Not purple hair. Not brown hair. Yellow. Not insect. It's from Cookie Run. Not dark hair. Not a type of flower. Not orange hair. Not an angel. Not live in water. Not named after a sweet. No butterfly. They do have long hair. I'm going with a golden hair. Golden hair, even though they're not golden. It's not an apple. They can fly. I'm gonna say yes to yellow skin, even though they're not like really yellow. Pudding a la mode. Wow, very lame answer to that. Long hair, yes. Made of dough. Driving in my like toys. Wear shoes. Yeah, they do wear shoes. No control time. No pink. No, their eyes are not yellow. They're made of food. They do not have green hair. Where is the one answer, one question that keeps on popping up? Yes, finally. I think they're still alive. I'm not sure though. They do wear hands. Yes, they can be leveled up. They're not a boy. Mozzarella Cookie is not a kid. He did not guess. He did not just... This cookie is so easy to guess. He did not guess it. Are you serious? He did not guess. This cookie is so simple to guess. He did not guess it. Ah. Okay. Apple Cookie is not in Cookie Run Kingdom. Hello? We're guessing the oven break version, not the Kingdom version. Okay, now let's try this. Let's try this again. Matei's request is going to be the last one I will be doing. So, Ripcorp has another request that I need to do. This one is like really niche. And then Matei's request. And then after that, I'm gonna do 3 cookies from the thumbnail. Because I need to do them. I need to do the cookies from the thumbnail. Otherwise, if I were to make this into a video, they're gonna call me out for clickbaiting. You know what? He didn't even guess the financier. He didn't even guess that. He didn't even guess fruits. Like some of his other questions, he guesses about like fruits, but he doesn't even guess fruits, which is wild. And that's how many cookies was that doesn't have a picture? I lost track of it already. Is it 10? Is it the 10th cookie that doesn't have a picture? But yes, Apple Cookie. A very early one too, but apparently Akinator did not guess Apple Cookie. Maybe it's because of no picture. Is it at 9th? Then which one is the 8th picture? Oh wait, yeah, right. I didn't guess yoga, so that's the 9th one. Right. 33 times. Let me add a picture. We don't need a name. Give me X. And let me correct the name. All right, now I'm not taking requests anymore. Next one is going to be yep, that's the one. Alright, Akinator, can you guess this really niche cookie? This is so niche, nobody talks about it. Not even I do. But they do appear in Kingdom, according to them, and I think me too. But let's see if people talk about them. This cookie is so niche. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't guess it. But I will be surprised if he does guess it. I'll be very surprised if he guessed this one. He gets mozzarella as a start. Wait, I need to mute my mic for a second. Alright. Silver hair, not short. Not a flower. It's from Cookie Run. Old lady. Yes, finally. Watch as he's gonna guess Mystic Flower. Watch as he's gonna guess Mystic Flower. Never mind, he guessed Oyster. You need a limit for that game. More than 200 questions? 80 is like good. 80 is like a good stopping point. I don't take requests anymore, sadly. I still have 3 cookies from the thumbnail I need to do. Made of food is a woman, not a child. Wear a flower on their head. No. Can't fly. Not cheap. Not blue skin. Doesn't use sharp weapons. I don't think that thing is sharp. We don't know the eyes. Doesn't own a business. White? I don't know. I'm just gonna say yes because of the hair. Not an animal with 3 letters in its name. Not purple. Doesn't go to school. Old lady. Doesn't have ears. Yes. Oh my god! Finally. Finally a good question. Not wedding cake at a 69 question. Oh my god! Come on. What's this? Special mirror? No. Magic. Got guns. No blood. No. Yes. Older than 35. White ghost. And I guess white ghost. Okay. This mode is hard. Yeah, cream cookie is to be expected. I mean, she's like too niche. She's like really niche. It's not a surprise. Like most of the time, if they were going to guess cream, it's gotta be like cream soda, whipped cream, or cream ferret. See? Look at all of these ones. Cream cookie isn't even in here. Hydrate? Thank you. I'll do that right now. Like, cream cookie isn't even in here. So, and first cream cookie is in here, but not cream cookie. So, yeah. No need for a picture in this one. The database doesn't exist. Alright, cool. Alright, next on the list. This one will be a fun one to guess. Oh wow, I see a Pomni. I see a Pomni upon searching. And she's not current cream cookie. No. Yes, she's a girl. Sorry, 2. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. 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 Mother. No. Not a child. Yes. No. They also have blue hair. Not a sword. They do have silver hair. They can't control the weather. They don't have the magic mirror. They don't have paws. They don't have schools. Their hair is short. Not oyster. They're a cookie. No snow. No sea. No wings. Haven't been to space. Not purple hair. Not light. Oh, wait. Yes. Short hair. No. Not ice. Not glasses. Made of food. Maybe, I guess. I'm not sure. A sharp weapons. Not a bodybuilder. Not metal. Form of a child, probably. No. Not Milky Way. No. Not purple hair. Not flower. Not an evil group. No. Not chocolate. Not water. Even though I could say yes, but I don't want to like go. I don't want to like think of a lurk. They do not have red eyes, but close. No. They always have wear a hat. Not a 3D game. Not. Stop asking about bow and arrow, please. It's not a dress. Doesn't race. Not a Disney princess. Not sheep. It's an adult, I think. For the most part, they do act like adult. Not balloon. Magic. Not an old lady. Yeah, he's not guessing this. This one is like, he doesn't like ask a lot of questions that is deemed useful to us at all. Like he doesn't ask like the direct questions at all, honestly. Like I can still try to guess, but he's not gonna be like guessing it immediately until I told him that I'm going to guess it. Or something like that. Your mother. A seltzer shows up instead. Okay. Okay. Don't remind me about the request, please. Seltzer, go away. Go away. Yes, ice, finally. Partially bald? What do you mean? Yes, they're wearing a hat. Finally, with a picture. Oh my god, that's another one with a picture. Oh my. Finally, we're getting another one with a picture. Yes, this is the correct picture. $37 times. I'm not gonna submit a better picture. That picture is already good enough. Okay, that one doesn't need that much to do. Okay. Looks like I got everything else done. Now it's time to get the thumbnail cookies. Or unless I'm missing something, because I'm not doing Rose or Special Fortress. Actually, you know what? I'll do Rose. I'll do Rose Cookie, but knowing Akinator, I do think he's gonna guess it pretty easily. I think he's gonna guess Rose Cookie pretty easily. Maybe I could be wrong, but if he does ask about Rose or like flower, I think he's gonna be doing it perfectly fine, right? And besides, she is an adult, so what could go wrong? And she only associates herself with one color, which is a really good thing because Akinator doesn't tends to like go all sorts of places. Rio for the Olympics. Linser shows up. Yes, I think they're thin. See, told ya. See, told you. Roast cookies like pretty easy. Told you. She's not that niche, and also there is a community manager who goes by the same name. So Roast Cookie is not that niche. 97 times, see? Although I'm going to fix her name a little bit. Okay. Yeah, see, roast cookie is like very easy, so I don't need to like guess too much here. All right, now let's do the thumbnails. Let's do the thumbnail cookies. First one is one of the survivors from Cookie Run Oven Glitch. We simulated, I mean, the original Oven Glitch. Let's do this. Yes, doesn't fight. It's from a game, not horror game. Screw you, Akinator. No human nose, not an animal, not Roblox, not yes, it's a cookie, not pink-haired. It's not magic, not white hair. Sorry. Yellow, doesn't have wings. Wears a hat all the time, not Malaysian. Not legendary, not pizza. Hello? Hello? I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in your first night. I actually work in that office before you, and I'm finishing... Nope. Not balloon. Not orange. Not green? No. 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 Yes, does have blue hair. Get out of here, Seltzer! Get out of here! Okay, yes, made out of food. Not magic. Not a political leader. Her hair's pretty long. Not a sword. Not animals. Blue skin. Yeah, they do work in a shop. Finally, we got some useful questions. God damn it, Sorbelt. Not a thief. No, their eyes aren't pink. Stop with the purple hair, please. Not even her has purple hair. Yes. Been to space. If you know the song, you're so good. But no, they have not been into space. Stop with the gun question. Cookie, they don't use sharp weapons. I wish they were wearing blue clothes to make it easier for me though. They're a child. Black legs. Because of clothing. Trains. Finally, something useful. A useful question for once. Not Milky Way cookie. The other one. It's not only Milky Way cookie who operates a train. Okay, I guess this is a sweet. I'm not sure. Not pink. No. Yes. Does this cookie live on my street? No. I wish though. That would have been like one of the most convenient transportation in the whole street. You know, get to fly. Not or no. You asked me this question earlier. Yes. Not beard. Doesn't wear glasses. Is a student. She's not definitely older than 21. Always have long hair. Jumps a lot. Eats. Hello, Sacri. Why are you up at 1:38 a.m.? I should be asking you that question. Or unless it's 2 a.m. We don't know if they go to school or not, but yes, they do have an accessory. Excuse me, not walnut. And what's your last guess? Caramel shoe. He is not guess. Don't mind me being salty, by the way. I will be being like this for the rest of the stream. Why is he not guessing the other train rider in the entire Cookie Run universe? But instead, he decides to just only guess Milky Way cookie. Man, 14 cookies that he did not guess. Wow. All right, let's go. Let's do this again. Let's do hope that she has a picture. Let's hope that Stalin Cookie has a picture. Because if she doesn't have a picture, we are celebrating. Also, hope your homework's doing well, by the way. I'm sorry that I might not get distracted a lot and I might be loud. I will be louder than usual today. I will not be loud tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'm gonna be a lot more calm. Because I'll be playing Tree Baked. Caramel Shoe shows up again? Does Stalin Cookie live on my street? No. Yes, she does wear shoes. She's not older than 21. She's a food product. She's not famous. Stop guessing walnut. Trains and guess he's gonna guess there we go. Ooh, that's a perfect picture. Who is doing homework at 1 a.m.? I did. Hello? Not me when I did. I already graduated. From college, not university though. I graduated from college. I did homework at 1 a.m. sometimes. Don't look at me. I've been through that experience before. Yeah, this is a perfect. This is perfect. It does look like how I would write my description. Maybe I was the one who did this that I didn't know. Because clearly this is this is like the perfect. This is so perfect. We get to celebrate. Stalin Cookie gets a perfect description. Hooray! We didn't even need to fix anything. She's already perfect. She already has a perfect page. We didn't even get to fix anything. Let's go. What's the what's the next cookie? Oh yeah, this one. I don't really know this cookie too well. So let's hope nothing goes wrong. Alright, the second cookie on the thumbnail. Let's hope he guesses it this time. Not a woman from how he dressed. He doesn't wear shoes. He stands on 2 legs. He has hair. He's from a game. He's associated with Cookie. I don't know if he's evil or not. I don't think he is. I don't think that eye is blue. Sag. Has dark hair. Doesn't sort. No purple. Not a girl. A dude. A cookie. Blue. I'm gonna say yes to Been to Space. Doesn't wear a hat. Not a meme. Stardust Cookie. I said not a meme. Not bad. Not cute humans. No. It's made of food. Not blue skin. Yes. We don't know if he's kind or not. Not captain of a ship. Not South Korea. Not ocean. Not a female. Wears glasses. Yes. Not coffee. Not real. No human nose. Yes. Linked with magic. Not dark skin. Blue hair. White skin. Not lantern. Guess he's gonna guess Star Coral. Trust. We control a character. I don't know if he fights or not. He wears clothes. Magical powers? I guess so. He guesses whipped cream instead. How misleading is that? What do you mean whipped cream? He's clearly blue. Not long hair. No, I guess? No. He's not light blue. He's from Cookie Run. He's not a child. He doesn't fight with a stick. No. Yes, he does wear blue clothes. He doesn't wear a helmet. Not Shadow Milk. He's a boy, a man. Did he? No. No, he doesn't wear a hat. He doesn't fly. You asked me this already. He is from a mobile game. No. No. Not Roblox. He's a dude. He doesn't have a nose. No, I guess. Sue Rebel, really? I said no to children. Like, what is Akinator guessing? Come on. Give me a good answer already. And he guesses Mento Cookie instead. Both Mento and Seltzer appear in the same stream. Are you serious? Come on. He doesn't even guess this one. This is one of the recent ones. It was from last year. He doesn't even guess it. Ah, that's so sad. He could have guessed this one, honestly. He didn't. That cookie is elderberry cookie. From 2025, City of Wizards. Oh, he doesn't have a character. Okay, that's cool. I actually didn't know Elderberry Cookie doesn't have a Cookie Run description. It's only 2025 too. That's the thing. He's like 1 year. He's like a year old already from release. So. That is surprising. That is a very surprising factor that Elderberry Cookie doesn't exist in Akinator. Alright, last but not least, we're leaving 2 cookies highlight the last one. I'm gonna do this as like a proper last one, and there's gonna be another one that's like the last one, but that one is Cookie Run Kingdom. But the proper last one for the thing here below is going to be this cookie right here. This should be easy. This should be an easy cookie to guess. A girl from a video game. Fight from a mobile game. Not hoyovers. Screw guns. Not human nose. Is cookie. Not pink hair. Not white hair. Not half wings. Not legendary. Not red hair. Not brown hair. Not green hair. Yes, blue hair. Fight with a sword. Blue sword. No orange. Yeah, see? Easy. Easiest guess ever. Like, you don't even need to sweat. You don't even need to guess. You don't even need to sweat this one. This is like one of the easiest guess ever. They don't even guess Sea Fairy too. That's the thing. Like, she's been played 522 times. Obviously, they're gonna guess her right away. No way he guessed Cream Soda Cookie. What do you mean no way? She appeared in 4 games. If you only count the current one, it's 3. If you count like the newly announced title, it's 4. And numerous real life events and merch. Obviously, he's gonna guess it right away. Alright, now I'm gonna do one more guess. This is like the final guess. This one is the final guess. This one doesn't count towards the counter, by the way. This one doesn't count towards the counter because this is a kingdom cookie. Unless I'll do, you know what, I'll count it. It's not too hard. This one, it shouldn't be too hard either, but this one should be a little bit harder than cream soda cookie. No nose, have hair, yes, not pink hair, white hair, known for being short, not red eyes, not into space, not red green. The Mr. Beast, probably a child. We don't know of the voice, not trained, they don't have a tail. Now he asks, it does he link with apples, when he could have guessed apple cookie. Wow. I'm so sad. Yeah, cotton cookie is like really easy. There's like, you don't even need to guess that much. We know cotton cookie is very easy. Like most of the kingdom cookies are easy to guess. Most of them. I don't like, if you don't count the NPCs, most kingdom cookies are easy to guess. So that's why I'm not doing the kingdom version of this, because obviously I will know that Akinator will guess kingdom cookies pretty easily. Even the obscure rarity ones, he will still guess it. Maybe the special cookies he won't guess. Maybe like the collab ones, like maybe Sonic Cookie, because like they will just get Sonic instead, right? No, I'm not taking requests anymore. But yes, this is Cotton Cookie, and she has been played 3,000 times. That's like a really easy guess, so yeah. So we can sum it up. We will sum it up right here. Let me hide the main window. We can sum it up right here that Akinator, we guessed a total of 19 cookies this stream, and we only managed to get 4 cookies. 4 out of 19 guesses, we only got 4. 9 of them doesn't have an image. Yeah. That's a clap indeed. That's a disappointing clap for you. A very disappointing clap for Akinator. So 19 cookies guessed. Only 4. He only guessed 4 and he didn't guess 15. 9 of them doesn't have an image. 2 of them doesn't even have a cookie description, I think. I need to add like 2 manually. And 1 of them I didn't even, I rage quit. I rage quit the guesses because I did 3 loops and he didn't even guess it properly. That's sad. But hey, now we know Akinator in a big 26 can be dumb if we were to go for all the oven break cookies. Trust me, he's not gonna guess any. He's not gonna guess any. But that's okay. Because we did the Akinator. I'm not gonna do it again though, because I would be tired speaking all day, all night, and I want some time to not do it. I'll do something else for a change. So that's it for Akinator. That's it for Akinator Cookie Run. It was fun. It was fun me rage baiting. I had fun rage baiting for the most part, even though I was like even though I'll most likely be like super duper salty for the most part. Now I'll do like a shameless pluck before I leave. I will now do a shameless pluck before I leave. So first and foremost, I do have a poll up on my YouTube channel. Currently, 5 votes are leaning towards me doing other things that is not Garlic Phone or Magma Collaborative Cookie Run Canvas. which is concerning because I don't really know what to do. And there was like only one suggestion, and that suggestion is to praise current cream cookie. I'm not gonna do that. There's like no way. Not for Valentine's. Croissant cookie is like tolerable because she's obviously an adult, and I'm like perfectly fine for me to praise her like that. But current cream cookie is different because we don't even know if she's like that range. She should be like around the same as cream soda for all I know. It's too dangerous for me to do that for Valentine's. No way, man. So yeah, I'm not doing that. That's like 100%. And also, I haven't posted anything about Open Glitch Resimulated just yet. Welcome back, companies. I haven't posted anything about Open Glitch Simulated. I might do it tomorrow. It's like I'm not really doing anything. I'll probably might do it tomorrow. If you want to watch more live streams on YouTube, there will be another live stream later tomorrow with Tree Baked. Getting back to your winter oven break, that leave that as a collection. Leave that as a collection. I don't want to touch that account ever again. Just leave it be, man. Just leave it be. Yeah, the CBF detected. I only did it because of memes. There was like that one time CBF detected shows up in like literally everything and became a meme, so I follow it. It didn't do well because I was too late to the meme. But yeah, Tree Bake stream tomorrow, same time. So please look forward to it. Other than that, I would like to thank everyone. No. No Scape CBF meme. Yep, the No Scape, the CBF blocker meme. Yes, that's the one. But anyways, that would be it for me. I'm ending the YouTube stream. Oh yeah, I do wanna like put the sneak peek. I wanna do like the sneak peek bit into sneak peek bit for the YouTube stuff. I got inspired. I'm gonna go to Reddit. I'll give you more context. I will give more context, but first let me go to Reddit. Let me upload this. Sorry. Let me go to r/boot from the ground up, because that's the inspiration of what I'm about to tell. This artist right here, Evandeer2002 in Reddit, posted multiple subreddits of their artwork. Pretty cool artwork. This is like just the car from Flatout 2 Ultimate Carnage, but that's not the topic we're talking about here. The topic that I'm going to talk about, oh look, there's an UMA post from a different artist. That's like 211 likes, 211 upvotes. They're basically doing the Midnight Free cover. Is this post? There's like two posts. I already say about the previous post in my Twitch section, but I'm gonna mention it here as well. This artist right here, Evandeer2002, who did this art, and the other one in the same subreddit, they do post it in r/Need for Speed. They do post it in r/Need for Speed before. I think that's like their original post on that subreddit. But I'm only bringing up the r/boot from the ground up because I'm in the subreddit and I tend to look at whatever's happening in there, which is what I'm doing right now, like all the racing games related stuff. And I talk about this one on a Twitch live stream with the White Lily Cookie and a car from Flatout 2 Ultimate Carnage, which is the game I never played, but I want to play. I want to get into it at some point. Xnick, you gotta have to return to the game, man. Buy Ultimate Carnage, you know what? I'm willing to spend the channel points. I'm willing to spend channel points on his channel just to get him to play Ultimate Carnage. Sure, I have never played Ultimate Carnage before, but I'm willing to spend channel points for him to play Ultimate Carnage. You know, he has Flatout 2, He played it on stream before. I know this. I know like the Twitch people doesn't like know. Some people that is from his stream that knows, but yeah. Yeah, the context, let me get back to the context. I do want to make something, I do want to do something similar to these two arts because inspiration, right? Like, inspired for this two art pieces from this artist specifically in multiple subreddits, but the one I'm talking about right now is r/boo from the ground up. I kind of want to do something similar to that, not as an art form, but as a video form. Let's see. I do have the video files. Release the files. Release the... Wait, what was it called again? Release the NVIDIA Insta replay files. Where is it? I'm gonna try to find it. I did record this the other day, earlier today. Let me try to find the Insta replay. I think this one works. Yeah, okay, I found the video. For people who just joined in on the YouTube side, I already did Akinator for 2.5 hours. I'm about to end the YouTube stream. I'm just showing the sneak peek of what I might work on, which was probably gonna take me a month because I suck at time management and I don't like and I don't like deadlines. That isn't like related to a real life job. So I already recorded this bit, and if you recognize the game where it's from, no, it's not Need for Speed Most Wanted. Even though the car is from Need for Speed Most Wanted, if you recognize where this game is from, then you are clearly a real one. So this is not a picture, this is an Insta replay. It's basically just, let me see. It's basically just the car running off the parking lot. It's basically just the car running off the parking lot. BMG Drive, my ass. That's not BMG Drive. And then I also did the camera adjustment, and if you guessed the game correctly, congratulations, it is Need for Speed Heat. And I was like trying to reattempt the shots, just like moving the camera around. Yes, this is a mod. The mod that I'm using to record this is called Heat Camera. It's called Need for Speed Heat Camera Toolkit. That's the mod name. It's Camera Toolkit version 2 by Archie on Need for Speed mods.xyz. That's like the mod I use to get the camera. You see like the I think the menu will show up in just a bit, but like basically I already recorded some scenes with the M3. I already recorded some scenes with the M3. It's just M3 driving down the parking lot. That's it. That's like what I recorded as an instant replay. And you will see me using the menu here. Let's see if I do use it here. I think I do, right? If I don't, then it's probably in another replay. I think it's in another replay. Maybe this one. No, this one is just 2 minutes of idle. Is it this one? Let me see. Oh, this is just stupid highlights. Not this one doesn't count. Maybe it's this one? I'm trying to find it. Maybe it's not. But yeah, I did record some bits of the car already, so you can probably take a guess at what I'm going to do. Do you play Payback? I did play Payback. I did play it on stream once. I did put the VOD away already because nobody really watches Payback. Hardline Plus on Hot Pursuit Remastered. No thank you. I'm not good. I can't even do I can't even drift properly in Hot Pursuit Remastered. I don't think I'll be able to handle Hardline Plus. But hey, that's like the sneak peek. I wanted to do something similar. You see like the car coming out, but the one behind the wheel is an ancient cookie named White Lily Cookie. Basically a huge inspiration from those two artworks. So huge, in fact, that I really do need to credit them directly, because it's like one of the huge inspiration that wants me to make something like that. But I'll probably have to think of how I should do it as like a cutscene, because it's gonna take a lot of planning if I want to do it. And it might also kickstart something else, because I don't really do Kingdom content, even though I did some. So, and it's also an ancient cookie too. It's not just like an epic cookie that I want to like keep it as like an epic cookie content only or something like that, right? Now we're doing a legendary cookie or above. And White Lily Cookie is like one of the more popular ones. Sure, Pearl Vanilla and Cheddar Milk is like still one of the most popular ones. But I can't count White Lily Cookie out when she's like the one who receives the awakened form, the latest. Sure, oh my god, please don't. No, I'm gonna skip the song, sorry. There we go. Gameplay, no, I don't want to compete with other YouTubers in terms of gameplay. One, I suck at the game. Two, a lot of people do better guides than how I would do it, and I'm not even gonna bother doing guides. Hyrule, Shiro, and others are already filling that gap, and I don't think anyone else would have topped them. Or maybe like the ones who are in like the top 1, some top 10, some top 20s. I don't remember their name. It was like one person, one channel. What was it? Sleepy Whistles was like the top 1 player who would still do guides better than I do, so I'm not gonna bother. Like, leave them be. They're really good. They're really good at doing what they're doing best. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm not gonna compete with them anyways. Like, if I want to compete with them, I would need to do fan games, but I don't have that many, and there's also Owen glitch that I need to do. Fan content, fan cutscenes, you know. I'll give examples. Because I do think examples would have been a great explanation. Let me try to find a channel real quick. Let me see if I can find them. They should be here. Yep, that's the one. Or this one, for example. I'm like crediting this channel specifically because I do watch them. I still have them on the sub. Is Bees with No Yeast. It was originally by this artist who I still have them follow, but they don't do content anymore. I'm hovering their channel right now. That's like originally hosted here, but now they have their own dedicated channel, and the original owner left. The original owner didn't want to like get involved in it anymore or something, so they had to revamp the whole series, and they have been hiatus ever since, like everything. But yeah, I kind of want to do something like that similarly. I kind of want to do similar stuff like that. I just haven't figured out the formula yet. I do want to focus on one specific cookie and not just like do everyone else, because that's what I suck at. Like, for example, I would like, for the current cream stuff, I would just focus on current cream specifically, and that's what I did. So yeah, I kind of want to do that, but I'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's pretty much about it for the YouTube side. Please look forward to content creation. I might start doing shorts randomly out of nowhere. So if you see me do shorts on randomly out of nowhere, then you can use this live stream as a reference that I will be doing shorts on YouTube. Only on YouTube though. I'll try to experiment with just only YouTube, and I'll see how that goes. If it doesn't do well, then I might have to start properly setting up the other account on that platform, even though a lot of people have already gone from it already. So anyways, for YouTube, I would like to thank you all for watching. I know there's not that many people here on YouTube chat, and barely anyone is chatting, but you're probably gonna get better tomorrow. I don't know, but we'll see. Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow on YouTube with the Oven Break Tree Bake stream, a weekly tree bake stream. Tournament should start on Monday because I'm probably gonna be grinding the stuff to host the tournament on Monday. So yeah. Anyways, if you want to continue watching, I'll be sticking around on Twitch for just a little bit longer, just to discuss plans for whatever comes next. But for YouTube, I would like to say thank you and look forward to the content of tomorrow and partake on a poll, because I'll probably have to schedule something on Valentine's. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, let me